Hey guys, how's it going? So we have with us today Harley Quinn from the Suicide Squad movie. This is Mezco's 112. Okay, so here is the sleeve to the box. I just even left the box off of it. Here's all the fun stuff she comes with. She comes with a pistol, baseball bat, 2 extra heads, a couple of different hands, stand, and a couple of other things. So let's get to her. Pass that box because it's just a box. Okay, so we got a Suicide Squad base. Very generic, no Harley Quinn on it, just plain old Suicide Squad. Okay, so let's get the girl out. Here she is. I put her jacket on her. The jacket does come separately in the box. I put her jacket on her to start with, and as we go, we will remove the jacket so we can see that in the reverse way. So just figured it would be easier for me to take off the jacket than to put it on camera. So we get a couple of accessories. We'll go over the heads. We'll change the camera angle just a little bit for you guys on the fly. She's tiny, which there's nothing wrong with, dude. She is a female character, and she is petite sexual. Oops, sorry about that. Okay. All right. So the beautiful head sculpts that actually I think captured Margot Robbie's likeness very well. So we have a open mouth. Now I don't know if they're supposed to be red on her teeth, like, you know, her lipstick smeared or not. But if that is true, that's pretty cool. If not, that's a paint blemish. So hang on for a second. I'm going to put her creepy. I'm going to put her head on a poster for a second. I'm going to just take a quick peek at the back of the box. See if there's anything on there. No, I don't see any redness on the teeth on the back of the box, so that's a paint blemish. But it actually kind of works. It's like almost as if her her lipstick got smeared. The second one, which is I absolutely adore, is the bubblegum look, which I think is really cool. They pulled that off very well. The translucent bubble is pretty awesome, so that's pretty cool. The paint blemish I'm not too big fan of, but what can you do? Okay, so you got that and that. All right. She doesn't come with many accessories. I don't think she really needs them. Her bat, which they did a beautiful job on. You can see all the intricate writing on it. The good night. All that writing. So beautiful baseball bat. You also get her revolver. It says love on one side and hate on the other. So beautifully done. She also does have a holster, which the gun does fit into, and a couple sets of hands. So she has regular open hand, a trigger hand, as I like to call it, to shoot said gun, and an extra opened gloved hand. Okay, so now let's get to her. Go over what's plastic and what's fabric first, like I always do. Clear the jacket's plastic. The cuffs are plastic and they are removable. They have to be for the jacket. Plastic head, plastic pudding collar, plastic belt, fishnet stockings, so that's not plastic. Plastic cuff, plastic high heels. Definitely a figure that you would want to use a stand for, because, you know, standing her up on that little platform is not going to be easy. Okay, so let's get to taking off the jacket. So the jacket on the back, it says, you know, property of the Joker. So it's a beautiful jacket. It actually works well for her. So you could either display it with the jacket, which I would suggest, or without. So let's take a look at it without. The reason I suggested, while I take her apart, you pop off the hands first, and the spiked cuffs come off. So you really don't need to take the hands off for the spiked cuffs, so be mindful of that. The yes and sir bracelets slip on. So there you go. Now the reason why I suggest keeping the jacket on her is, well, number one, they give it to you, so might as well use it. Number two is it does hide a little bit of the joints at the elbows. So the shirt did get pulled up a bit, but you can pull it back down and have it pretty much like this sleeved look, like that. And so yeah, so me personally, I think that the jacket works well for her, so I think I'd keep it on her. All right, so yeah, she looks creepy with no hands, right? All right, so let's get her hands back on. So put the yes. So the tattoos that they've printed on here look phenomenal. I think they did a great job with all the tattooing that she has, even on the side of her face and on her arms, even underneath her legs. They didn't need to go to that kind of detail, but they did, and I think I commend them for that, because you really can't even see the tattoos clearly underneath the fishnet stockings, but they're there. So if somebody wanted to customize it and rip the stockings to give her more of a tattered look, you'd see the tattoos underneath. So that's very cool. She does have a tattoo on her belly. A couple of the tattoos. And there they did make sure to add them. So any tattoos that she had in the movie, I do believe they gave her. Tattoos on the back. I'm watching. Cute. Alright, so let's get the cuffs back on. Get her back to... This is how she comes in the package. So when you open up the package, this is how you get her. So I guess we should try on the holster. So it goes on relatively smoothly, I guess. That was one of those deals where you basically have to put it on at the beginning of the arms. Turn them inward. And slip this sucker on. Yeah, those cuffs are going to be a little bit of a pain. I don't know why they made the cuffs. Yep, there it went. Why they made the spike cuffs open. But they did. So be mindful that they could come off. So the holster itself, I'm not a big fan of the holster. Just because I think it's too big. No, I don't know if I'm crazy or if I put it on the wrong side. I don't think so. No, that's the way it goes. It just seems a little cumbersome under her arm. So I would not suggest using the holster. I think it takes away from it. So yeah, I would keep that off. This piece here is what makes it too cumbersome for it. So it makes it difficult to move her arms in range. So yeah, keep that off is my advice. So overall, decent figure. I wasn't a huge fan of the movie, to be honest. So there's that. So anyway, sorry for a little jump cut there. Daughter popped in and said hi. Anyway, overall great figure. The likeness, I think, is astounding. I really love the look of her. They really captured the likeness of the person. So that is top notch. The jointing is interesting. I didn't mention that it's single joint. And I think that's just because it's a female buck. So I think that putting the double joints in there would be a little bit more difficult and make it a little bit more bulky. Overall, a great figure. If you're a huge Harley fan of Harley Quinn, I do believe you would probably want this one. I don't think she's that hard to find. I don't think she's sold very well. Overall, I think the movie really had a lot to do with that. But she is a fan favorite, and overall, I think if you are a fan of Harley Quinn, you could have just her in your collection and be happy. Especially with, come on, that's awesome. That looks great. But yeah, overall, very basic figure. Not many accessories, but she really doesn't need them. I think they did great with her. I think that, the heads that they chose, I think that's really where your money's at, is that you have 3 different Harley Quinn looks to give. And overall, that's what you're really buying. So I think that this is one of those figures that you're going to find a pose or a look, and you're just going to stick with it, and that's that. The rest of the stuff will probably stay in the box. decent figure. Like I said, if you're a huge fan of Harley Quinn, I would definitely suggest getting it. If you're on the fence, probably not. So, yeah, that's all I got for Harley Quinn Suicide Squad. There you go, guys. Enjoy.